seen it all, I seen it now. I got the eye of the tiger, dancing through the fire, 'cause I am a champion. And you can hear me. Louder than the lion, 'cause I am a champion. And you're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear me. All right, let's get this party started. All right. Hello. All right. Welcome everyone. I hope, yes, you guys are having a great time. I hope you had a great week. I know it's weekend is here upon us. So we are ready to dive into this. So if I just look down a minute, because I'm looking at my phone, just in case we have anyone that have trouble joining, so I can quickly respond to them. Let me see what I have in the chat. All right. Yes. So welcome everyone. And we are going right in. So I already started sharing my slide, and then everybody, we have the opportunity to share. All right, so welcome. So put it in the chat there. I know somebody already did put in the chat there. Just say hello to us and where you are joining us from. In beautiful Houston, Texas. So let us know where you are joining from, if you are local to me or you are far away. Yes, Oh, okay. Oh, hello, woman of God. Yes, ma'am. From British Columbus, Canada, from Louisiana. We have someone from Ottawa, Canada. Oh my goodness, we have some couple of people from outside the country. Welcome. Okay, I'm glad to have you guys. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet everybody. Thank you. You know, as we go along, it's gonna be interactive as well. And I will be looking here to just make sure I'm able to admit people as they're coming in. So, right, just one quick second. Let me just, I see somebody just messaged me now, make sure she got it. So we can roll on this one. All right, so yes, I'm watching down saying hello. See you. Who is there? Thank you. Is it Asian? Is that how you say your name?
Hi there, it's Halcyon.
Right. I can hear you.
Let me check my volume. Hi, it's Halcyon.
Volume is not so low, but you guys can hear me, right? I don't know. I can hear you.
Yes, you may want to turn your volume up.
So my audio is good. Okay. Because I know I can't hear you. You were trying to say something I couldn't hear. All right. Okay. All right. So welcome. We are glad to have you here. Thanks for joining in today. So this is our agenda for today. This is what we're going to go through. The opening remark, this is just it. So this is a monthly event. Actually, we started this event last month. So it's going to be like a monthly event, and is to bring female leaders, business owners together. Thank you for that. Let me just see where my volume is here to just adjust it for a little bit. Let's see. All right. Let me minimize this first. I don't want to stop sharing. Oh, let me quickly look at my. Oh, okay. Did I connected something to it? All right. I think I adjusted my thing now. Somebody say something. Let me see if I can hear you.
Hello.
All right. Okay. I think I muted my team. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think I adjusted something on my end. Okay. So where was I? Now let me go back. Okay. Thank you. Let's see. All right, this I have to stop and go back in again. All right, so the Female Leader Power Hour, as I was saying, we started last month, and the purpose is to bring female leaders, business owners together to talk something on leadership, to network, to brainstorm, and then to work together as a team. All right, so and this is the second one we are doing, and we plan to keep it up every month. Is the second Friday of this month, and the same time, 1 p.m. here, Central Standard Time. So the same time we are right now in your end, that is the time we're doing it. All right, so the next thing we have on that agenda is introduction. So you guys can unmute. Let me see, whoever wants to go first, you can unmute and just, I know some people already posted something in there, tell us your name, but you can shout out your name, which state, which country, and then what you do. All right, all right, who wants to go first? Let me stop sharing so I can see your face.
Hi, my name is Nefertaria Clofus. I am from Louisiana, and I am an entrepreneur.
Oh, thank you, Nefertaria from Louisiana. Welcome. All right, who wants to go next? Don't be shy. Female leaders, you don't have to be shy.
Hi, my name is Nina Pulley. I'm from Houston, Texas, so I'm in the same state, and I'm a marketing product manager.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Nina. Welcome. All right, who's next? You can show your face. You can just speak. It doesn't matter. Okay, maybe we have people that are where they cannot talk. Okay, that is fine. All right, I'm admitting up.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, my name is, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Olu Olabode, and I'm a life coach, purpose coach. I have a life coaching business. My husband and I have an African store business. And I'm here to network with other ladies as well. I'm also into leadership. So there's a whole lot going on, but I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, woman of God, and congratulations on the success of the Manifest Conference. Kudos.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. You're doing a great work there in Canada. More grace. All right, so who else want to go before I switch over my screen? We continue where we left off. If you can't say now, you can put it in the chat box. That is fine. So at least want people to be able to know you, connect with you. You never can tell whom you're going to be a service to, or who you can help, or who can help you. So, all right. So let me back to sharing my screen, and then I'll be watching the slide from here. Watching the chat from here, I mean. All right, so so now I'm going to go into the session, talking briefly on leadership, and then we're going to have the roundtable, and the roundtable is where we ask if you have any press report, or if there's any any challenges you are encountering that you just want us to brainstorm on 1 or 2 ideas with you, and then announcement. With the announcement, I have 2 giveaways that I'm doing today, but you must stay to the end to be able to get a giveaway. But this is the schedule for this is for an hour, okay? It's 1 to 2 p.m. So we'll try to make sure we are done by 2 p.m. my time. So just an hour. So giveaways, and the giveaways, I do being part of Maxwell Leadership. I also do a DISC, I'm a DISC trainer. I'm certified to do personality styles, helping people to assess themselves, to know their style, and the better way to communicate and connect and relate with other people. So the giveaway is giving 2 free key codes for you to take the assessment, to know where you are, to know your dynamic, to know how you wired to function, and also to have a debrief with you, which is not going to be today. So it's going to be something we schedule, a 30-minute debrief to review your results, your assessment report, and to be able to point on giving you some pointers on moving forward and utilizing that. All right, so this is a little bit about me for those who have seen me for the very first time, seeing this beautiful face for the very first time. My name is Victoria Shawami, Nigerian born, Nigerian raised, but here live in Houston, Texas. I'm a business and leadership coach. I'm part of a Maxwell team, John Maxwell team. I've been with them for 5 years. I am a founder and the owner of a Petra Home Care. It is an home care agency here in Houston that serves the senior community. And also I'm an author. I've written 2 books, more to come. I'm a wife, so I'm busy like most of you are. I'm a mother, wonderful 3 children that God has blessed me with. And also I co-pastor with my husband here in Houston, Texas, Destiny Star International Church. So that's just a little bit about me, some of the hats that I am wearing. All right, so diving into our leadership talk today, which is going to be interactive as well, because in between I'm going to be asking a few questions, and I want you to chip in if you can talk, or you just chat, just put it in the chat box. So success without leadership. What will happen if you want to achieve success and then you haven't honed your leadership skill? The higher you want to climb, the more you need leadership. All right. The more you want to achieve, the more you need leadership. You cannot do without leadership. If you want to be successful, either as a business owner or as someone who works for, maybe you work for somebody and you are like in a leadership position, a leadership role. So the greater the impact you want to make, the greater your influence needs to be. So if you want to make greater impact, you want to take your business to the next level, you want to take your organization to the next level, then your influence needs to be more. And what we help you to have that influence, that advanced level of influence, is you owning your leadership skill. Whatever you will accomplish is limited by your ability to lead others and to lead yourself. So if you cannot lead effectively, your success, your accomplishment is going to be limited. All right, your success, your accomplishment is going to be limited. Personal and organizational effectiveness is proportionate to the strength of the leadership. So if you are going to be effective as a person, you're going to be effective in your organization, is directly proportional to the strength of your leadership. If you've had, some major companies, if things are not going well with that company, if the president, the CEO, let's say something is not even going well with whichever company, what they will do most of the time is to change whoever the CEO is, to change whoever the president is, because so everything rises and falls on leadership. So if I have been in an organization, very big organization, we were doing great, but then we had, to them or to me, we think we had a leader that is not helping us, it's not helping the organization. And let me tell you, they changed the leader. They changed the leader. Like, you know what? We need somebody here who can actually lead, who can actually be effective, who can actually grow this organization. And here in the United States, or even in any country, okay, when people in the country, when the citizens are so tired of the problems of what is going on, we need a new president, of course. I know Nigeria right now, that is my beloved country. They are going through a major change, and they're looking to get a new leader, because it's like, we're done with this. We don't want this type of leadership anymore. You are not leading us right. We need somebody else. So everything rises and falls on the leadership. So if you are not so effective, and if your leadership is not so solid, then your organization, your business is not going to be that effective. It's not going to be that productive. It's not going to be that profitable. So as a leader, you need every leadership skill you can get. You need to own on that leadership strength, so you can be able to take your company, your business, whichever organization you work with, to the next level. And so the last one here, and that is where we're going to dwell most on today. If you cannot lead yourself successfully, this is a big one, guys. This is a big one. If you cannot lead yourself successfully, everything else will be a struggle for you. If you cannot lead yourself successfully, everything else will be a struggle. And there is no way around that, because the thing is, you're going to be the product of what you have. That is what people are going to see. So if you cannot lead yourself effectively, everything you try to do will be struggle, because this is one of the basic foundation of leadership, is to be able to lead yourself. Because you that want to lead others, for people to follow you, they must see that you are a person of your word. You are standing by what you are preaching. It's not about, do as I say, not as I do. People are watching you, they are watching us. So if you have the challenge, leading yourself to success, then everything else is gonna be very challenging for you to lead everybody else. It's gonna be a struggle for you to lead everybody else. And this is where we're gonna dwell the next 20 minutes on, talking about how to lead yourself successfully. How to lead yourself successfully. So just hold on to this quote. The secret of success in life is for a man to be ready for his time when it comes. It is to be ready for your time when it comes. Because the thing is, if you are not ready when the time comes, they always say it is too late. It is too late to prepare when opportunity comes. And you really perfecting your leadership skills and traits, we help you when it actually happens. So you want to be ready. You want to be ready. You want to prepare. You want to own it and be ready for it. So that when you get there, when you have to lead 10 people, and all of a sudden the 10 people grow to 25, go to 50, you are ready for it. We have a lot of people that say, oh, I want to lead. I love to be in a leadership position. But then at the same time, They are not prepared. They can't even lead one person to success. So how can you lead a company if you cannot lead yourself? So the secret of success in life is to actually be ready. If you want to be successful in that business, you have to be ready for the time, because the time is going to come. The time is going to come. You got to be ready. All right, so diving into today. So I'm going to pull up a poll here. All right, and this is the question on the poll: which best describe you? Just for me to have an idea of, the people we have in the room. So if you are able to take the poll, it's showing up right now, so you can click on it and just do it. And if not, you can just type it in the chat. Yes, so if you are a business owner, or maybe you work for an organization and you are in a leadership role, or you are a manager there. Yes, keep it coming, keep it coming. I give you a few more seconds. So which best describes you? Are you a business owner, or do you occupy a leadership role, or you are a manager for an organization that you work for? So just a few more seconds, and then I'm going to be ending the poll. So which best describe you? Thank you, thank you. We've had a couple of people, so I have like 6 more seconds to close the poll. 6 months, 3, 2 is going down. All right. Good, good, good. So we have quite a few people who are in leadership role, manager, and then we have a few people as well who are business owners. All right, awesome. So you are in the right place, okay? You are in the right place. Whichever one describes you, you are in the right place. All right. So this is what we are dealing with today. What must I do? What must you do as a leader, as a business owner, as a manager, to lead yourself to success, to successfully lead yourself? Because this is crucial. You cannot take people down the road you have not crossed before, the path you have not traveled before. So what must I do to lead myself successfully? And we're going to be asking 4 questions, but I want to ask you, put in the chat there, what must you do? What do you think you can do to lead yourself to success? All right, I'm going to mute somebody. Let me see. If you...
Mauritius, okay.
Okay, let me mute that. All right. All right, so this is a question for us. We're going to answer it. I have a few questions that we're going to ask as well. But I want to ask you, as a person, as a leader, right now, someone in a leadership role, someone who runs a business, what do you think you can do to lead yourself to success? I want to say it in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and just share it very quickly. I'm looking at the chat box. I can continue to strive to say no for things that do not fulfill me as a person. Yes, 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 yeah. Those are time wasters. And I always tell people, no is a complete sentence. When you tell somebody no, sometimes you don't need an explanation. Because I know sometimes we want to, as women, want to rationalize. Like if someone say, oh, Victoria, I want you to do this for me. If I can do it, I will say yes. If I know I cannot, I mean, no. And that's it. If you say no, it's a complete sentence. People understand what it means. So you don't need to begin to think or have to explain. You don't have to. I mean, some things you may have to, like, you know what, how I wish to help, but this time I am very busy. I have a lot going on. Yeah, to be able to say no, it's good. I used to suffer and struggle with that. Oh God, bye back. Like whatever you ask me to do, I will try to do it, and I'm killing myself. But now these days, no, I can tell you, no, if I can't. And if I can do it, yes, I will. Thank you for sharing that. Lead by example, exactly, lead by example. Develop myself and my leadership skills. Want to get better. Always improving on yourself, exactly. You know, the dynamics of things have changed. COVID has changed a lot of things for us, the way we learn, the way we interact, the way we meet people. So we have to continue to learn and see how we can connect with people, not just in person, but online, offline, wherever it is, and even how to build strong relationship with people outside our geographical location. I must be leading by example. Good. It is important to have vision and plan and work daily towards those. Thank you. Taking part in this training. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. These are great answers. Exactly. These are great answers. And we are just diving into more of this, breaking them down, because there are things we can do to successfully lead ourselves. And the thing is, when people see you successful, when people see what you're doing is productive, is producing results, it's going to be easy for people to want to follow you. You know, a lot of people will follow them today, and because we have seen the result of what they have done, we can see the outcome, you can feel it. So you're just kind of like drawn towards them to be able to know more and how they do things. So us as well, when we are leading ourselves to success and people see the trend that this person is progressing, is moving, is advancing, definitely they want to follow you. All right. So this is the first question that we are going to dive into, and this is to help us. We're talking about what we can do to lead ourselves, what I can do to lead myself, what you can do to lead yourself. Thank you. To be organized and develop long-term and short-term goals. All right. So why does leading myself seems more difficult than other people? You know, sometimes it's easy to, sometimes it's easy to tell people what to do, right? You know, if you're a manager, it's easy to tell people, you can assign them tasks and say, you do this. And especially for us mothers, it's easy to tell the children, wake up at 7 o'clock, make sure you tidy up your room, make sure you wash the dishes, make sure you fold the laundry, all of those things. But how about ourselves? Do you wake up at 7 o'clock? Do you fold those laundries? Do you do what you're asking others to do? So sometimes it's easy to tell other people to do certain things. And sometimes because by the virtue of the position that we have, for those like in a management role, it's easy. You can tell people their roles. You can tell them what to do. But now coming to yourself, how do you lead yourself? And one main thing here that we're going to talk about is blind spots. Blind spots. So how many people drive here? You drive, you have a car, you drive, right? Okay. And usually with driving, you have the rear view mirror, you have the side mirror, the side view mirror. But when you are changing lane, I remember, taking classes on driving. One thing they always say, it doesn't matter your rear view mirror, though you are looking behind, you've seen it. And at the same time, you're looking at your side mirror. But before you want to change lane, you want to move to the right or the left, look at the blind spot, because that means there is something that you may not see, just gazing at those mirrors. Can you agree with me on that? Can you definitely agree that there are certain things you may not be able to see right there in the mirror, in the side mirror or the rear view? But sometimes you have to look at, oh my God, I almost ate that. And now today with the new cars today, they are putting something there to really help with the blind spot. So that means if you are getting close to something, that thing is going to beep or it's going to flash a light. You may not see it, but it's going to flash and let you know that there is something next to you. My car has the blind spot. He has the light will just go off. If I'm going to make a switch a line, I look, but at the same time, it's still going to catch on me that I'm close to that car. Maybe I can see it in my rear mirror, in my side view mirror, but no, girl, you are close. So that is a blind spot. It's something that we don't necessarily see until we kind of take the extra time to look. And so blind spots are areas which people continually fail to see themselves or situation realistically. That means it's a situation, that's an area that where normally you don't see yourself like, oh, you don't see yourself like, no, I'm lacking in that area. Not everybody wants to be perfect, of course, but identify some blind spots, something that as a person, you may not necessarily see it until you kind of take the time to be like, oh, that is true. That is true. So it's to be able to identify the blind spot. And this doesn't mean that maybe you are not as a good person, but just that you want to pay attention to certain things. For me, I remember back in the days, now I'm growing, thank God for John Maxwell and all the leadership classes and training I've been part of. I don't take criticism very lightly, all right? I tend to be very defensive. Like if I made a mistake, for example, and then somebody tried to correct me, I try to be defensive. Like I try to justify why I did certain things. But over time, you know, having been with mentors, like sometimes you have to listen to people. Your ways is not always the right way all the time. Sometimes you have to listen to people and be able to hear what they are saying. It's not that they're being judgmental, but sometimes they're giving you insight to help you move forward. So some of the blind spot, I'm going to share some things here. And if any of those relate to you, I want you to add, put in the chat box, or if you identify what your blind spot harm. So some can be, it can be a weakness like some, you know, we have people, they are always late to an event. It doesn't matter. And you may be a leader that you always come late, you know, and you always have reason to justify, oh, it's the construction, oh, it's because of the kid, oh, as I was about to get out of the house, you know, the baby poop, I have to change the diapers. It may be a weakness, and it may be a character weakness, a character fault. It may be anything, and it may be an ego. Like I said, people just think like, I should be perfect. What do you think? I made a mistake? I didn't make a mistake, right? So sometimes we have those things that if we don't look inward, we may not be able to identify and look for a way to deal with them. Other might be procrastination. Oh, you know, we're talking about leading yourself, right? Probably you've signed up for that gym class. And you're going to say, oh, on Monday, I'm going to start. And then this Monday comes, the weather was a little bit damp and cold. You say, oh, God, I will start next week. You know, you keep procrastinating. And most of the time, you have reasons to do that. You have reasons to procrastinate. We always have reason to do something and an excuse not to do anything. Oh, the weather is so cold. I want to walk this morning, but then by the time I wake up, oh, it was kind of cold. Always reason, procrastination. Or you are someone who failed to maybe to pay attention to detail. You know, you fail to pay attention to detail. Anything can be your blind spot. Or you are someone who doesn't pay attention to people. You are not actively engaging in what we call like active listening. Like when somebody comes to you, maybe they want something to discuss with you, maybe you don't have the time, or you always want to dismiss them. And sometimes this happens to us as parents as well, where you may have a child that is always asking questions. And sometimes they'll be like, don't ask me, okay, go do whatever. But we don't know what they want to say. We are always dismissive of other people. So look at it. What is your blind spot? What is it that people have told you about yourself that you'd be like, no, what? Maybe they're actually true. Maybe they're actually right. Put it in the chat box. Put it in there. I'm looking at the chat box. What is it? What is the area that, you know what? I think I need to pay attention more on this. Is it insecurity? You know, some people, they are so insecure, they don't want to share information with other people. They think like, if I share everything with you, then you're going to take over my position. No, it's insecurity. What is it? What are your blind spots? Because if you don't attack those things, then it's going to be difficult. I know there is a verse in the Bible that says someone who is going to take out a shaft from somebody's eyes to probably first take out the plank, in his own side first before you help other people. And these are some things, sometimes we're quick to correct other people, but if somebody is trying to correct you, are you patient enough to listen, to welcome that feedback? All right, so that is one question that you want to take time, if not right now, but we want to be able to take time and analyze and see what can be slowing you down in this area. What do you need to improve on? Maybe you have difficulty saying no to people. That may be your blind spot. So if everybody comes to you, if you are in a management role or you own a business, and everybody that is working under you asks for a day off one day, everybody wants to be off the same day, and you approve it. I mean, okay, and then you're really miserable now. You can't get to do anything because you already approved, giving everybody approval. So what is your blind spot? All right, so the next set of questions is, as a leader, all right, this is a key. I'm looking at the time here because I know we have limited time. What gives a leader sustainability? Because if you don't have certain things that you pin down that is going to help you, it's probably going to be when challenges come, it's going to be easy to say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. People will step on your toes. Business will be difficult. I mean, everything is not going to go smoothly as you have planned. But then what sustains you in those times? What keeps you going? What keeps you grounded? What keeps you in there that you don't give up? You don't say, no, I am done. I mean, for a few minutes, you can be done, if you need a break, but it's not like you are giving up totally on your dream, that you are giving up totally on what you are doing. So 4 things here that gives leader that will sustain you. 4 things that will sustain you is passion. Number 1, passion. Whatever you are doing, you must be passionate about it. Don't let it be what somebody forced you to do. So if you don't like what you are doing, it is not too late to make a 360-degree U-turn. I'm telling you, you do not want to be miserable for the rest of your life. If what you are doing is stressing you out, you are struggling every day, you hate to get up and go to that office and just make that phone call, you hate it, probably you might need to change your career, you might need to change your business. Because passion will give you 2 things. Passion will give you energy, because there'll be times you don't even have the energy, but because you are so passionate, you care so much about what you are doing, that you know what, you want to get up and go. And when you are passionate, people will see it and it will give you credibility. You will see people who are so, excuse me. When you see people that they are very passionate about what they do, rain come sunshine, come rain shine, come snow, they are still able to do it. And people can tell if you are passionate, because people can know that whatever you are doing, you are so committed to it. And that gives you credibility as a leader. So if you are passionate about that job you are working with, passionate about the business you're doing, that day in, day out, you are in there, you're thinking about what to do, how to grow the business, you are coming up with new creativity, new ideas, it gives you credibility. People will say, wow, you need to see Isabel. She is so creative about this fashion, like day in, day out, she's coming up with new ideas, new design for the children, for this. I mean, people will see it. But if you say you're passionate about something and then people are not sure of what you're doing, it's like, we don't even know where she is today. Is she still doing the fashion designing thing, or she's on to something else? So passion. The next one is principle. Principle. What are the principles that guide you? What are the principles that guide your work ethics, that guide your business, that guide your leadership role, your management? And the 3rd thing is practices. What are you practicing on the daily basis? I know somebody talking about, improving on yourself daily. What are you doing daily? What are you practicing daily? I mean, some leaders daily, they have to listen to their motivation talk. They have to read 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, read something, either paper book, either audio book, whatever it is. So what are your daily practices? Gratitude, daily journal, at the end of the day, daily journal. Thank you note to people. What are you doing daily? Your daily practice, your daily growth. What are you doing? Because whatever you're doing becomes an habit and it becomes a second nature. And people can see that. People can read through that. Okay, people can see through that. Practices. So successful people, and this is a very core that probably you've heard over and over again, successful people do daily what unsuccessful people do occasionally. Successful people do daily what unsuccessful people will do occasionally. Unsuccessful people, they will have reason not to do it today. They will say, oh, no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it when the weather is warm. I'm going to do it when this happens. But unsuccessful, successful people, they will go through the pain. They will stick to that schedule. If they wake up at 5 a.m., it's the same time every single day. They wake up, they have their quiet time. They wake up, they read whatever it is that they need to read, not to get that motivation. Maybe your daily affirmation, you stick with it. Everything that you do every day, you listening to something every day. On my phone, I have an Audible and I have different books. So I just listen 30 minutes. As I'm doing something, I'm listening to something, 30 minutes. And this becomes part of you. These are the things that will set you apart from other people. And especially if you are working in an organization where there are other leaders, you want to stand out. What you practice daily, they can see, they can feel it. And before you know it, they will be asking you questions like, please, I see you that you don't struggle here. You don't stress on this job. How are you doing it? It's because you are improving on yourself. And the last thing there that will sustain you as a leader is the people that you surround yourself with. Oh my God. People around you can either wind you up or they can wear you down. So if you don't have a very good supporting system, it's really going to be tough. And if I thought you have one person now, you can always build. That is why I like this forum, something that we are doing like this, because you can always be friends with somebody. You can always surround yourself with people who will keep you motivated. And 4 types of people that you want to keep around you: believers, those who believe in you, those who believe in your vision; achievers, those who will contribute, to your success, who will contribute to that business that you're doing, who will contribute to you as a leader in that organization. Third people is a conceivers, those who will bring great ideas to you, who will be like, yes, no, I just saw these things. Can we try to, implement it? Can we try this out? And then number 4, relievers, those who will complement you with their skills, who have other skills that they bring out to the table. Because we as humans, we are not supposed to do everything by ourselves. We are not supposed to run that business just only by yourself. You need people around you, people who are very creative, who will come up with some great ideas, people who can really, who are very great at organizing, that they can organize your schedule, people who are great at managing different things. You need different people in your life. All right, so we are running against time here. So to the next one, what are the most important values that you as a leader want to cherish? You as a leader, what do you want to be known for? What value do you really want to carry on, that you want to pass on? In John Maxwell always tells us that we are people of value who are adding value to people. That is our mantra, that we want to be positioned in a way that you're adding value to people. You are not taking away from the life of people, but you are adding value to them. So, but what is valuable to you? What value do you want to pass on, that you want to be known for? And I have 5 here. Number 1 is servanthood. You as a leader, you are serving. That is what leadership is about. It's about serving people. It's about going out there serving. Even those who are working under you, you know them and you are serving them. Being purposeful. Know your why. What is your why? And you are committed to it. Integrity. When no one is watching, what do? When you are leading yourself now, maybe you don't have to give account to anybody, right? You don't have a boss over you. But then whatever you promise to do, you are doing it. You say, I'm going to make 5 phone calls today. Are you making that 5 phone calls? Or because you don't have to tell anybody, you say, you know what? I will pass on today. but it doesn't matter. Still do it. Integrity, relationship, the people you surround yourself with, the people around you. And then what you do on a daily basis to kind of renew your energy. Because as a leader, you are giving out to people, you are doing all these things. If you don't have time for yourself, to work on yourself, to develop yourself, to improve on yourself, to refuel yourself, you're going to be worn out. That is why as leaders, you want to have something that you practices on a daily basis that helps you, that refuel you, that give you fresh air every day. You listen to, sometimes maybe music. I like to dance a lot. And when I dance, you know, probably I'm burning some calories, but at the same time, I'm releasing some serotonin in my brain that is giving me, you know, giving me some energy, giving me some motivation, making me happy. I love music. So you want to be like, how do you connect to yourself again at the end of the day, that you don't let anybody to wear you out. You don't let anyone to really, really drain you, but you want to be able to refuel yourself, refuel yourself, recharge your energy, and then be able to move on. All right. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, it is very therapeutic. Yes, dancing, it is, I mean, it makes you happy. It makes you happy. All right, this is the last question. What is the most effective daily habit for you to develop? All right, let me hear you in the chat box. I have shared a few things. So what is the most effective daily habit for you? Something as a leader, as a business owner, as a manager, that you need to be doing on a daily basis. And something you're going to be committed to doing. Okay, we're talking about leading yourself successfully. So nobody's going to be there to say, oh, you got to pause now and do your meditation, but you know that you already scheduled it. Maybe it's on your phone, you already set an alert for it, and to keep you busy while you are doing that. Thank you, I'm waiting. What is it that you want to be doing daily? Thank you, I need to stop and think. See, we are so surrounded with a lot of distraction, And if care is not taken, before you know it, you are just spending time on things that really are not productive. Because this phone can be a major distraction for you. I'm telling you, before you know, you can be spending hours, you know, surfing the internet, going through Facebook, going through everything, and like an hour, be like, oh my God, I've been here. You know, I set things up on my phone. At the end of the week, it gives me an idea how many time I spend on my screen. It would tell me like this week, Victoria, you have gone up. You're now into 23 hours a week on this thing. I'm like, and then I look at myself. What did I spend the time on? Is it time that I'm listening to something? I'm reading my Audible. I'm doing something, or I'm just surfing the internet. You know, you want to be honest with yourself. This is you, right? Leading yourself. You want to be honest with yourself. Thank you. Yes, I'm looking at your chat here. Prayer and meditation, yes, put that phone away, block 1 hour out, do meditation, you know, connect with your inner self, take your book out and think of some bright ideas. What can you implement in that business? What can you implement in that job as a leader? What will make you stand out? What new practices can you bring into the job? So when you are away from distraction, you're able to create time, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes that you block out, and you think, great ideas are going to come to you. Following through with my scheduled, daily to-dos intentionally. Yes, stick to that schedule. I always say to people, if something is not on my calendar, I may not be able to honor it. Okay. So, but no, sometimes some things coming that will take priority, and that is where you are flexible to know that, you know what, this, I'm giving up something for a greater cause. Constantly motivating myself, listening to leadership messages and motivational speeches. Thank you. All right. And one thing that I have here is giving more than you receive. And actually, this is from John Maxwell, is that when you position yourself to give more than you receive, you will always be in the mindset of like, I have to equip myself. Because if you want to lead other people, that means you have to lead yourself, and also you want to transfer something to them. And how can you lead people if you haven't developed yourself, or you don't have substance or resources to lead other people? The blind cannot lead the blind. But if you have the mindset, I'm a servant, I'm trying to give more to people, then you are adding more, because you can only give what you have. What you don't have, you cannot give. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love other people. You know, they always say, help people, help other people. So you only give what you have. All right. All right. So some of the things that you put here, are you guys committed to doing them? I want to see from 1 to 10, how will you rate your commitment to some of the things you posted here? 1 mean, oh gosh, I don't think so. But 10 means, yes, I'm committed to doing this constantly or doing this daily. I want to see your 10, 10, 10 in the chat there. But be honest with yourself, okay? You don't have to please me. We are talking about leading yourself. I am not going to be there with you, right? But it's something that you are committed to as a person. Like, you know what? On a daily basis, I want to do this. I'm going to create a new schedule for myself. First thing when I wake up is to do my prayer and meditation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to maybe send out gratitude thank you card note to people. At the end of the day, I'm going to look at my journal. I mean, I started doing the gratitude journaling every day, and I love it so far, because no matter how terrible my day has been, there is always one reason. There is always one reason to be grateful. Yeah, thank you for the 10. Thank you for the 8. Awesome, awesome. So for the 10, you must be committed, okay? All right, you must do it. All right, you are promising yourself now, and we're going to hold you accountable on those things. All right. So now that is the end of the leadership talk. Any question on what I have talked about today, or if there is any challenges that you are really running through, either in the new business, in your business, or in your organization, and you want us to brainstorm with you in like 1 to 2 minutes, this is the time. You can mute yourself and say it. And if you have a press report that you want to really quickly share, you can unmute yourself and quickly share it. All right, I'm waiting. And if you want to post in the comment, that is fine. In the chat, let me see anything here. Any press report, anything you want us to think through with you, or any question on what I just delivered. We are wrapping up in the next few minutes. So any question, any question, any question, any question? All right. So let me ask the question here, because I'm going to do the giveaway now. So how many here have taken the personality test or personality indicator or assessment? The one I do is a DISC, the DISC, but how many of you have taken that? Because if you have, I don't want to, okay, thank you, Diphtheria, for that. Thank you. Who else has taken that? I have 2. You have taken, thank you, ma'am. Okay. I have 2 codes that I'm going to give out, giveaways, and I'm going to pick winners from here, but I don't want to give it to somebody who already have taken that. Okay, I bet they may not yet. Okay. Who else? So I'm going to look at the chat. The blind spot is usually what you don't see. Yep, you can regularly ask for feedback. Each time, I know I've not been there right now, but each time I do a presentation or I speak, I always have questionnaire, anonymously, that people should just ask. You just tell me, rate me. Because the thing is, I may think I'm good, and then it's like I'm terrible. Now I'm open to people, giving me their peace of mind. I'm okay with that. And I will go down and sit down myself and analyze what people have been said. So before, in the time past, if you come and say, oh, Victoria, you are too loud, I'll be like, well, that is me. That's my voice. But now I take it like people really like me, for people to tell you certain things, They want the best for you. I mean, and you analyze it. If it's something you can improve on, if it's something, no. I know my voice used to be very loud. And then, you know, I continue to learn. I'm like, okay, I need to raise my, tone it down a little bit, tone it down a little bit. So it helps. So I'm open to feedback. All right. If there's something I did wrong today, please tell me. I am open. I am so open. I am so open. And I'm work in progress. You know, there is always room for improvement with every one of us. All right. So I am, yeah, the blind spot is what we don't see, but asking people, especially those who are close to you, you can ask them. One thing John Maxwell always tells us, like at the end of the day, especially if you meet with certain people, or something, you want to ask yourself, what did I do right today? So that may be something you want to implement. What did I do well today? And what do I need to improve on? Okay, what do I do well today? If you lead people, don't just send an anonymous questionnaire to them. What do you like best about me? What do you like the least about me? Not just let them know that this is a judgment-free zone. You are open, and whatever they send back to you, just take a look at it. There are things that we can improve on, and there are things that we cannot. For example, my accent, I cannot change it. If you say, oh, Victoria, I don't like your accent. Well, thank you, right? But I have learned my accent. I can't change that. And I love my accent, by the way. But I try to okay, why do people say that? And in the time past, I used to speak very fast. If you know me 15 years ago, 12 years ago, I speak very, not like I speak too much, but I speak very fast. And with my accent and then speaking very fast, those are like very bad combination. But so I tend to slow down, like, okay, I can be all that, like, oh, put all these words together. Victoria, slow down. So that's it. Anybody want to say something? You okay? I'm gonna give it to two people. Yeah, anybody have question? So I think the iPhone, is that you, Ernestine? I want to make sure. So I'm giving, is that you? And let me know if that is you, put in the chat box in there. And then Isabel said she hasn't. And Isabel, can you tell us where you're joining from?
I'm joining from Lagos, Nigeria.
Thank you. Yes, she's joining from Lagos, Nigeria. And we have quite people from Canada here, and then we have the United States. All right. So my two people, I want to know that iPhone is, if it's Ernestine. Then I'm going to give one to Isabel, Abidemi Isabel. Asian, have you taken the DISC, the personality test? Have you taken that before?
I've taken a number of them, but I don't know the one that you're specifically speaking about.
Okay, I mean, if you have taken one before, that is fine. They do similar things. I know the one for the one we use is a little bit different because it identifies your power spot and then identify some areas to improve on. So, but if you've taken it, that is fine. I'm giving you. So Isabel, you get one. Ernest, let me know that you see that the iPhone, and you get the second one. All right. So our next meetup is going to be November the 11th. November the 11th at 1 p.m. So, so save that time, save the date on your phone. It's the same time. It's the same, usually it's the same link. I have scheduled this. I think I've scheduled it for a whole year. It's going to be the same link. So whichever link you join with today is the same link moving forward. I'm not changing it. And so to those that I told I would get it, please, I know you probably have my information. So send me a message. And if I don't, let me see, I'll probably put my information here. Let's see if I have it. Okay. So my information, this is my number here. You can, if you're out of the country, you can message me on WhatsApp. And if you have any other question, you can message me on that, or you can email me at victoria@victoriashowame.com. victoriashowme.com. Oh, I think sorry, I messaged somebody direct. To everyone, let me message to every. Okay, all right, okay. Send me a message. Send me a message. I know somebody just messaged me privately. Send me a message, please. Either you email me or you text me or WhatsApp me on those numbers. So any question, because we are wrapping up. Any question? So no question, right? I hope. So as this added value to you, please rate me on today, on what we did today. Rate on 1 to 10. 0, you're already here. So, 1 to 10. 1 is like, Victoria, you are so bad at what you do. 10 is like, oh, wow, you are awesome. Or 6 or 5. Give me a number. Put it in the chat box. I don't bite, okay? Okay, I always love feedback. So that next time when you come next month, I'm going to be better. So that I'm going to be better. Please rate me. Tell me, oh, thank you. I love the 10. But I will take 1 as well, right? I just, thank you. Yes, I'm making the GMT proud. Thank you, my sis. Yeah, let me hear from you. Rate me. So for those who are not rating me, that means I'm 1. If it's okay. That means I'm 1. If I don't see you rating me there, that means I'm 1. But thank you, Jackson. Thank you. Yes, that's why I dance a lot. I dance. Follow me. If you are not following me on Facebook, follow me. If you are not following me on Instagram, please do. And moving forward, as we become consistent, and we're going to have like a separate portal so that we can all communicate. And because next year I have a bigger goal and bigger plan for this. Definitely not 1. Okay, thank you, Nina. Next year I have a bigger plan for this. So, but as we do this together, we're going to be having a platform where we're probably going to be having like some accountability and partnering and pairing people up. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. We did October. Yeah. And so for next month, set the date. And if you know other people that this we add value to, please, you can share the information with them. I'm going to have another flyer again for the next month, but feel free to share. Feel free to invite somebody. If we invite somebody next week, you're probably going to get next month. You're going to get something special. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, okay? Thank God we can deliver goodies and give to anyone all over the world. All right, so if you bring somebody with you next month, I said next week. No, next month, November the 11th, you bring somebody with you, you get a special treat from me. All right, so I love you guys. So move on and lead well. Lead yourself to success. What you have promised yourself to do, please do it. I may not be there to watch you. Somebody might not be there to watch you, but you are leading yourself. And all of this commitment is going to come back to you. Everything add up. So because you want to be ready, you want to be prepared ahead of time. When opportunity comes, it is too late to prepare. All right, so I wish you the best. Have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy, relax, take the time out, carve the time out for yourself. Do practice some self-love. All right, give back to yourself, give some time back to yourself, and then plan forward. Plan for next week. Take the time to plan and do what you want to do. Stick with the gun, like they said. All right, stick to it and do it. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you for the loves and the heart. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. All right.